I'm not Arnie from Terminator. I'm a bad boy, because bad boys wear biker jackets and Ray-Bans, don't they? And they also drink booze. So I think if bad boys were going to wear a fragrance, they'd definitely wear boozy fragrances. So stay tuned for 5 bad boy boozy fragrances that rock in the winter. And these definitely aren't my wife's Ray-Bans. Booze fits with that bad boy image, but you don't have to drink booze to be a bad boy. You can be a bad boy without drinking. Right, in a minute, I'm gonna take this stuff off because it's just gonna annoy me doing that with my wife's sunglasses and this hot jacket. So I'm definitely not a bad boy. I wish I was. Sadly, I'm not. I have to rely on my fragrances. And I just think boozy fragrances work so well in the winter time as well. In fact, they rock in the winter time because they've got a warming intensity to them. So let me tell you about 5 stunning designer fragrances that I think work superbly well in the winter. I'm going to kick things off with that well-known manly bad boy fragrance, Tom Ford's Black Orchid. Okay, maybe the EDP's not that manly, but I'm talking about the Parfum, and I think this one definitely leans more masculine than the EDP. This has got rum in it. It's a fruity, spicy floral fragrance, but I think the florals are toned down when you compare it to the EDP in the black bottle. The fruitiness is coming from plum, so it gives it a slightly darker fruitiness. So you got that rum-soaked plum mixed with the florals, and sometimes I think florals can add to that masculine bad boy image because you're displaying a confidence. You're confident that you can wear a fragrance that does have quite a few florals in there. This is powerful quality stuff that cuts through winter like a snowplow. It is quite pricey though, but then so are snowplows. Next up, we have Bentley For Men Intense. This is a spicy, woody, creamy fragrance. Again, the booze in this one is rum. There's also some leather, which gives it a little bit of attitude, adding to that bad boy image. And then there's the incense, which I always think gives a fragrance a slightly mysterious type of smell. So if you want leather attitude, incensey, mysteriousness, and creamy, boozy rum, this is the one to get. And for £27 for 100ml, this is probably one of the best value fragrances on the market because it does not smell like it's only £27. Absolute bargain. The quality of this, I would say, is comparable to Tom Ford's Black Orchid Parfum. This one is £140 for 100ml, £27 for 100ml. I think this is a great, smart, formal fragrance. Definitely wear this in the winter if you want to make an impact. We're going with a tot of whiskey for the next one. Actually, they're all rum in this list apart from this whiskey fragrance. This is Chmen Prive. This one's got a nice bit of brightness to it coming from the citruses, but it contrasts really nicely with some warm spices and leather. Again, we've got that bad boy leather. So the citruses give it some nice lift. You've got sweet, boozy whiskey. This is probably the compliment puller of the bunch. Out of all these fragrances, this is the one. If you want to get noticed, if you want to get some positive attention, it's Chmen Prive. This is just ideal for a club situation. Going to a party, it's quite youthful, but I think you can wear this if you're a little bit older as well, so really versatile. Autumn, winter, definitely for this. I think it might just be a little bit too much for the summer. Maybe you could get away with it in the spring here in the UK. I've got to be honest with you, and I've not worn this for a while. It was gathering dust on the back of my shelf and I wore it again recently and I just thought, wow, I had forgotten how good. I mean, I knew it was good, but I'd forgotten just how good. Some people mention about the performance of this. They say the opening is amazing, but then it sort of dies off really quickly. I pretty much got a full day out of this. I had no complaints with the performance and I absolutely loved it. So I'm glad I've rediscovered this because this winter, I'm definitely going to be rocking Chmen Prive.
Queen, step aside. Every woman I meet, they all stay satisfied.
The next one, I've talked about this quite a bit recently. It's one of my favourite fragrances for the autumn and winter. It's Stronger With You, absolutely. And we're going back to rum for the note in here. We've also got a roasted chestnut accord, which is the accord that runs through all the Stronger With You line. This isn't quite as dark as intensely, but I like it for that because it balances its coziness with quite a fun, lively character as well. You could wear this in an alpine lodge, sitting by a roaring log fire, maybe with someone that you love whispering sweet nothings into each other's ears. Or you could wear it in a nightclub if you wanted to party. It would work in both situations. Actually, which one would you prefer? An alpine lodge with a roaring log fire or a sticky floored nightclub? Let me know in the comments. But whichever you choose, it doesn't matter because you can wear this for either. Stronger With You absolutely is definitely Bad Boy Boozy. Yes, another designer fragrance with rum in it. See if you can guess what this one is. We've also got some vanilla, a bit of a gasoline, accord, or unleaded petrol. As we say here in the UK, doesn't sound quite as good as gasoline. Of course, this is Fahrenheit Le Parfum. This is a flanker to the original Fahrenheit, which had a much stronger gasoline accord in, but this tones that down. It's still there kicking around in the background, but it's softened because you've got the sweetness of bourbon vanilla, you've got some rum. This is a sweeter, more modern interpretation of the Fahrenheit DNA. Out of all the fragrances in this list, I'd say for me this is the one that projects the least. It does project okay, but it stays a little bit closer to my skin, which is why I think this is a good bad boy date fragrance. When someone's quite close to you, I think they're going to be enjoying a little bit of that boozy rum mixed with that gasoline, or for my UK viewers, unleaded petrol. It's also got a nice, sweet, addictive quality to it, which is why I think it works superbly well as the bad boy date fragrance. So, get temperatures rising with Fahrenheit. Okay, that was bad. But this is definitely good if you want to be a bad boy. Okay, I'm confused. Bad to the bone. Right, there they are. This is my army of bad boy frags. One that I could have actually included, but I've already got a Tom Ford. I just thought I would keep it simple. Tobacco Oud, that's got a really nice whiskey note. That is definitely more of a statement-making fragrance. Might not be for everyone. I don't think it's a club compliment getter, but it's a stunning fragrance. So if you're looking for a Tom Ford that has a nice bit of booze in, that's not quite as floral as this, then maybe look at Tobacco Oud. So, what bad boy fragrances do you have? Do you even want to be a bad boy? What is a bad boy? Do people want to be bad boys? I don't know. Probably not. I just thought it made a good title for the video. But people definitely like booze in fragrances, whether you want to be a bad boy or not. So let me know what your favourite bad boy boozy fragrances that rock in the winter are. I would love to hear from you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. If you did, give it a like, maybe even subscribe. And if you do, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.